everyone. I hope you had a wonderful day at school. I'm Maddie Jones, and we're reading A Night on the Rooftop, Joshua 2:6. The sun had gone down, and the sky was getting darker and darker. The stars were growing bright and twinkly. Once in a while, a cloud would hide the moon. And up on Rahab's rooftop, 2 men were hiding. Behind the water pot? No. Behind the wall at the top of the stairs? No. Underneath the piles of flax plants drying on the roof? Yes. That's where Rahab had told the men to hide. These men were 2 of God's people. They were spies who had come to see what the strange city of Jericho was like. All the spies hid, still and quiet, under the piles of flax. They could hear voices in the house below. People were talking and laughing in Rahab's house. Dishes rattling and jars clinked. Then a knock, knock, knock came to the door. Some deep voices talked. "Bring out the spies who are here at your house," said the voices. The voices belonged to men sent from the king to catch the spies. But the spies heard Rahab say, "2 men did come, then they left again just as the sun was going down. If you hurry, you might catch them." The spies heard the footsteps of the men running down the road, getting further and further away. They heard the thump of Rahab's door closing. They heard the clank of the latch locking the door. Then step, 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 Rahab came up the stairs to the roof. "You can come out now," she said, "but before you go to sleep on my roof, I want to ask you something. I believe in God. I know that God will give this city to you and your people. Since I have helped you, you will save me and my family." The spies nodded. Yes, they said, "if you will promise not to tell anyone what we're doing here." "I promise," said Rahab. Now Rahab's house was built into part of the thick wall around the city. So Rahab let the spies get away by having them climb down a rope from her window. "Leave this red rope in your window," the spies told her. "Then our people will know that everyone in your house is to be saved." So Rahab let the red rope hang out of her window, and when God's people marched around the city of Jericho, they saw the red rope hanging there. Rahab watched them march around, tramping, tramping. She heard their horns blow, "Tara, Tara!" She heard God's people shout loudly. Suddenly, the walls around the city began to shake and fall. But did Rahab's part of the wall fall? No. God kept Rahab safe. Then the 2 spies went to Rahab's house. They got everyone in her family out safely. After that, Rahab and her family became God's people too. So glad you joined us for story time. Good night.